Peace, peace, peace. What's up, you guys? Okay, welcome back to my channel. If you are not already subscribed, please hit that subscribe button. Make sure you like this video and share this video and leave a comment. Okay, thank you for being here. We're about to just jump right into today's topic. Okay, and today's topic is okay, the new moon solar eclipse in Aries. Okay, so we're gonna just get right into it. Okay, so what is a new moon? A new moon is when the moon is not visible in the sky. This right here is a phase of the moon where we don't exactly see the moon in the sky. There is a 0% illumination. However, it's there and it's still as powerful as ever. Okay, so new moon energy is all about starting something new, something that you're like manifesting, something that you're putting in work to, you know, get into that next step and that next goal and stuff like that. Okay, so for the new moon to be on the same day as the solar eclipse, which is like, you know, a pretty common thing, we have a few of them throughout the year, but it's like a really big open door for you to start something new for yourself. Okay, and when I say for yourself, I say that because this new moon cycle that we're in right now, it's in Aries. And Aries, what is Aries? Aries is all about the self, you, how you feel, what you got going on, what you want to do, your destiny, your goals. So we want to definitely, you know, get rid of the stuff that ain't working for us and incorporate things like new things that will work for us. You know what I'm saying? And that right there goes into like planning. So we want to make sure that we're planning out, you know, a detailed we want to be specific also, a detailed goal list of like the goals that you want to reach. Okay, you got your big goal that you want to reach and you want to break that down into like smaller goals, and this right here is the perfect time to do that. So I'm gonna help y'all. Okay, I got y'all. Okay, so good things to do right now during this time is definitely to like organize your space, organize your mind, you know, organize and clean your environment, your immediate environment, whether that's your house, whether that's your room, whether that's you know, that drawer that you got with all the stuff just thrown up in there. We all got that drawer. Okay, I got that drawer. Okay, we want to organize that out. Okay, taking all of our clothes out of our closet, like rearranging our room, you know, going to our office space and getting rid of any paperwork or any, you know, things that are just sitting around, lingering around that we don't need there anymore. Get rid of all that stuff and opening up our space so that way we can invite in and welcome in new things, better things, to clear our mind space. And speaking of mind space, another thing that you can be doing at this time is journaling, meditating, getting out in nature, sleeping, you know, on time. Like, we don't want to be getting like 2 and 3 hours of sleep, people. Okay, we want to make sure we getting that good night's rest. Okay, for some people that might be 6 hours, for some people that might be 10 hours, whatever that is for you. You want to make sure that you are like in like a good mental space. You know what I'm saying? If that means you want to go onto 7wonders.shop and get you, you know what I'm saying, a sage healing kit, that right there is what's up. All right, and I got something for y'all. Hold up, Mira. Let me show y'all what we got here. Okay, let me show you what we got here. Is it focus? Is it focus? Okay, we have the 7 Wonders spray. Okay, the Wonder spray is coming into the shop very soon. Okay, so make sure y'all stay tuned for that right there. I will be having a sale on these real soon. I want to throw that up in there real quick for y'all. Okay, but you want to make sure that you have everything that you need to clear out your space, clear out your mind space, so that way you can be manifesting at this time and you can be bringing the things that you want and need into your life at this time. Okay. And a few other things that you can be using at this time would definitely be candles. A white candle is always the best. I'm going to always tell you to go with the white candle. But if you do go to your local botanica, you will see that they have candles that are specified for certain things, certain saints, certain outcomes that you might want. Like one of my favorite candles is the Abre Camino candle. Okay, the road opening candle. I also love just a white candle. I always get white candles. I have different candles that I use for different purposes, but the white candle is a very good one because you can use that right there for pretty much anything that you're manifesting and bringing into your life. And I will do a separate video on candles real soon, okay, and show you guys some things. Okay, or like, you know, like I just said, the Abre Camino candle, because that right there opens up the road for you to your success. Okay, those right there are also great things to be using and utilizing at this time. You know, I already mentioned the sage, also Palo Santo, crystals, moon water. Okay, using some moon water at this time is very ideal. Okay, So that goes back to the wonder spray that I told y'all about that y'all gonna be needing. You need that on your shelf, okay? You need that on your shelf. I'm gonna hook y'all up. I got y'all, all right? Another thing that you can do for the new moon, any new moon period, would be a ceremony, okay? And a ceremony would be something that you're in control of, first and foremost. It could be whatever you want to make it, but some tips to make the ceremony what it should be would be to go outside, get in the open space, or you can do this from the comfort of your own home. You know what I'm saying? Me personally, I prefer to do it outdoors in nature. You know, that's just me. But you can do this at home as well, or even in your backyard, in your front yard, whatever. But you can do this anywhere that you want, really. But you want to have a white candle or a candle period. You want to have a glass of water, and you want to definitely have a space where you can feel open to journal, to meditate, to write, and to just speak what you want into your future, okay? And I say go out into nature because a lot of times if you don't have an altar at home, you will want to be outdoors. You will want to leave an offering, okay? The offering can be whatever you want it to be, basically. It could be flowers, it could be fruit, it could be you know, cinnamon sticks, it could be tea leaves, it could be you know, water, it could be gin, it could be peanuts, almonds. It could really be whatever you want it to be. I try to take things from nature for, like, you know, stuff that you find in nature already and bring it back to nature. You know what I'm saying? Leave it as an offering. So I'll tell you guys a quick story. I went to the beach to do an offering, and I took apples and I took some other stuff, and I was releasing it out into the water, and it kept coming back. And I was right there, and I was like, universe, like, are you rejecting me right now? Like, what? And I just kept putting them out there, and they just kept coming back. And I'm like, oh my God, like, I was feeling really rejected. I ain't gonna hold you. And then I just like walked away, and something caught my attention. It was like behind me, something was like calling my attention. I looked back, and I see these birds over there eating the apples. Like, I'm not even joking with you. And I knew in that moment it was like the universe just told me right there, like, the fish can't eat these things, but, like, you know, you're feeding these birds right now. These birds came, flocks of them, okay? Like, so many birds were over there eating the apples. Who would have thought that, like, a bird can eat an apple? Like, what? Oh my God, that's crazy, right? But yeah, I wanted to share that quick story with you guys. So yesterday I did do my ceremony for the new moon, and that is what happened, okay? So yeah, you always want to leave an offering. You want to leave something, even if it's just a cup of water and a candle. That right there is, you know, plenty, trust me. But if you want to leave more, you want to do a little bit extra, you know what I'm saying, for your ancestors, your angels, your spirit guides, your guardians, you know, God, source, whatever you want to call it, like, leave an offering, okay? Because you can't just be asking for stuff and not giving nothing. You feel me? It's give and take, people. It's give and take, okay? Another thing that you can do is do a ritual, okay? So I know ritual probably sound spooky to some people, but if you know, like I know, a ritual is like something that you just do at the same time, you know, for a certain amount of days in the same place, okay? And then you would just like visualize that. You would journal, you would meditate, and you would just connect and listen. You know what I'm saying? Just listen for the answers to come to you. Listen for a word. Maybe the word might not come to you. Maybe you'll go to sleep and you'll get it through a dream. Maybe the next few days, somebody will randomly call you up and tell you something that's the answer to your prayer. You have to just sit around and wait a little bit, okay? You don't always get the answers like this. You feel me? It just doesn't work that way. But sometimes they do. You feel me? It just depends. It just depends. But don't be in a rush to get the answers, because the answers will come, okay? So doing a ritual around this time is always really significant because, you know, the energy is just so big. It's just so potent right now. This new moon solar eclipse energy in Aries is going to be energy that we're going to feel. We've already been feeling it for like some days now, but we're gonna feel it over these next few weeks, to be honest with you. Like minimum at least 2 weeks, but sometimes we might even feel it up to 6 months, especially when it's something as big as a solar eclipse. This is like really big energy. You see what I'm saying? So the ritual is so important because you're taking time to stop, pause, you know, light your candle, have your cup of water. Or what I do actually is I use a bottle of gin. I just go and buy, like, you know, Seagram's gin at the store, and I put that right there in a cup, and preferably make it like a glass cup, okay? Make sure it's like something like that, something natural, not like plastic or paper or something like that. Like, I would stay away from those cups if I were you, okay? That's just me. So yes, definitely doing the ritual would be Like, you know, it would just take whatever it is that you're asking for, and it's going to be magnifying it because you're actually putting time and effort into it. And whatever you speak out into the universe, it will come back to you tenfold, okay? Good or bad, but you want to be putting out good stuff, okay? People, put out some good energy, okay? Because we got enough bad energy up in the world as it is. So take the time to do your ritual and put out that good positive energy. Speak what you want into existence. Do a vision board. Get a whiteboard and write down affirmations. What I do is I have a mirror, and I will, like my mirror, I have mirror markers, and I'll write down a positive affirmation for the day while I'm doing my ritual, just to, like, I'm always seeing that affirmation, I'm speaking that affirmation, I'm thinking about the affirmation, okay? Because it goes back to, like, the law of attraction. You know, you're speaking it, you're thinking about it, and you're also creating the action, you know, writing it on there to, like, bring it to you. You know what I'm saying? And you're also still working toward that goal. That's another thing I want to clear up, because some people feel like, oh, all I gotta do is just speak it and it's just gonna come. Well, you can't say, I'm gonna get a new job, I'm gonna get a new job, I love my job is amazing, my, you know, coworkers are awesome, and then you sitting at home and you watching TV and you ain't putting in no applications. You gotta put the applications, girl. Get your resume together. Like, that right there is what this is all about, okay? So yes, please make sure that you're doing your part, okay? Don't think that the universe is just gonna bring the job to your doorstep, because it ain't. People will call me up like, oh, I ain't got no man yet. Like, I've been manifesting. Like, okay, well, have you, like, gone on some dating apps? Have you gone to places that you don't normally go? Like, you met your last 3 boyfriends up in the club. Like, have you gone to the library lately? Like, oh, no, I haven't done that. And it's like, come on, bro. Like, whatever you want is out there. Whatever you want, it's 100 of whatever it is that you want out there. If you want a new man, it's 100 of them out there waiting for you. They looking for you, boo, okay? If you want you a new woman, she out there, it's 100 of them. They all want you. You gotta just go with where they at. Y'all gotta have a divine intervention, okay? But that's why you use manifestation, so that way you could bring it to you. You could attract it, okay? Because you don't want to be like chasing it. You feel me? You want to just sit still and, like, attract it, but not sit still like at home. Sit still within your spirit, so where you're not just, like, all over the place. You see what I'm saying? Look, if you guys need some spiritual guidance, a reading, anything, call me, okay? Let me know. I got you. So I think that it's very important to say that this energy that we're in right now is in Aries, right? We have the new moon in Aries. What is Aries? Aries is selfish, okay? Selfish. Think about themselves all the time, but we're not going to talk about that. We're going to talk about how we can use that to benefit us, okay? You use that energy to benefit you by focusing on yourself, looking in the mirror, like, figuring out what it is that you want, journaling, you know, sitting in meditation and really, like, thinking about these things, even talking to a trusted individual about these things and putting it out into the universe of what you want to do for yourself, okay? Because sometimes we have certain belief patterns and thought patterns that are working against us, and we don't want that stuff to, like, work against us. We want to work with it. We want to be able to, go back to what I said, attract these things to us. So we have to focus on ourselves, get still, get silent, and figure out what it is that we need in our lives. Obviously, if something ain't broke, you ain't gotta try to fix it, okay? Like, if the wheel don't need no grease on it, don't go put in grease on the wheel, okay? Look at the other things that is wrong and that you're not happy with and that you want to correct, that you want to fix, and never think, oh, this is just how it is, this is how it has to always be. No, that is what this time period is for, is to look at those things and say, okay, this ain't working, that ain't working, I want this out of my life, and this right here is what I want. Okay, make sure that you're incorporating what it is that you want. You want to get rid of this stuff, but you want to usher in something new, right? And since this is Aries, Aries is fire energy, okay? It's a fire sign, fire. So literally, write down what it is that you want, okay? What it is that you want, and burn it. Okay, get a little post-it note. Get you a post-it note. Write down the 3 things that you want and burn that paper, okay? Write down the things that you done with. I don't want to deal with this person no more. I don't want to keep dealing with this behavior no more. I don't want to continue to feel like this anymore. I don't want to be at this job no more. I don't be up in this house no more. I don't want to deal with these certain groups of individuals no more. Write all that down and how you feel about it. Go outside under the, you know, under the stars and burn it, okay? Burn that shit up. Burn it. Get rid of it. Burn it. And that right there is going to definitely put out into the universe the energy that you actually want to attract to yourself, okay? And once you start seeing these things leave your life, let them stay gone, okay? Because you know Mercury retrograde, that's a whole new video right there. You know Mercury retrograde. So once you wish that person away and they gone and then they come back, you have to be strong enough to say, I'm done with this person. Next. Like, you don't have to deal with that energy. Like, once you get rid of it, don't bring it back. Don't let it back into your circumference, okay? Don't let it back into your energy field, your Merkaba. Like, once it's done, it's done. Let them stay up over there. Unless you have enough self-control to where you know, like, okay, I could keep this person around, but at a distance. Like, I'll deal with them when I have the energy to deal with them, type of stuff, okay? Period. Okay, so a really good thing that you can do today is to sit down and think, are things working out for me in every area of my life? And where do I need to pivot? Because guess what? Don't nobody got it figured out. Don't nobody got everything together. Everybody happy with certain things in their life, but people are also unhappy with other things in their life, me included, okay? Trust me. So you have to stop and say, where do I need to pivot at? Where am I lacking at? Where am I letting certain stuff slide at? Where do I gotta put up a boundary at? Okay? That right there is super important for you to do. Another thing that you can be doing right now that's super important is to drink loose leaf organic tea. Okay, literally get the leaves and like put them into like a little tea bag or whatever you need to put them into, boil it and drink it. Okay, chamomile, lavender, ginger root, whatever it is that you need, whatever loose leaf type of things that you're looking for that you need for your body, drink that tea, girl, trust me. Or drink that tea, man, trust me. It's gonna help you feel a lot better. And it's really time for all of us to really look at our health. Okay, so I'm gonna do another video on this right here, but I feel like a lot of things that we're eating, drinking, we're putting into our bodies, TV, social media, all these things, I feel like a lot of this stuff is making us sick, and I think that it's just keeping everybody at a very low frequency. That's a whole other video. I'll talk about that another time. I already kind of touched on this, but drink water and get rest. Okay, drink water. Right when you wake up in the morning, you need to be drinking like at least like 24 ounces of water. Okay, right when you wake up. If you can't do 24, try to do at least like 16. Okay, and you need to drink that water so that way it can flush out your system, flush out your kidneys. Like what you eat in the first thing in the morning, like your first meal of the day, is always super important, because that kind of dictates how your day is gonna go. If you wake up and you just eating a whole bunch of junk and you eating candy for breakfast and like Pop-Tarts and donuts and stuff like that, oh my god, let me tell you, you are doing yourself a great disservice, and your arteries don't like you. Okay, they don't like you. So another thing to think about is the habits that you have and the routines that you have created for yourself. And if you don't already know what that is, then maybe you should write down for a few days what you do in the morning, what you do in the afternoon, what you do at nighttime, and see what it is that you're spending time on. What is it that you're spending your energy on? What is it that you're spending your money on? Some of that stuff might have to get cut out so you can incorporate new, healthier activities for yourself. Because I know if you have an iPhone, you can look on there at your screen time and see how many minutes are you spending on Instagram, how many minutes are you spending on Twitter, on YouTube, on this, on that, whatever it is that you're doing all day on your phone. It'll show you how many times you pick your phone up. Like, maybe you might want to, like, you know, cut that in half. If you up over here like every day is like 4 hours on Instagram, 3 hours on Twitter, you know, 2 hours on Facebook, you might want to look at that and say, damn, like, I be up on this right here a whole lot. I did that recently and I was like, oh damn, I spent 3 hours on Instagram today. It's time to cut that in half. So now you might not see me on Instagram as much, but I am on there sometimes. I ain't gonna hold you, but I'm not gonna be on there scrolling, looking at stuff, responding back to every single message, because it's really honestly energy draining. Like, honestly, when I'm done, I feel so drained. I want to lay down and take a nap. Like, it's just so draining for me. Like, it's time for all of us to look at our habits and routines and put something healthier in place of that, because I have certain things that I be wanting to do. And it'd be like, dang, like, I can't even do what I want to do because I done wasted, you know, time on my phone. I wasted time watching a TV show. Like, I could be at the gym, I could be reading, I could be outdoors, I could be getting some negative ions from the earth, I could be, you know what I'm saying, doing something for myself. Because after I do all these things like social media, you know, putting bad things into my body, chocolate, ice cream, I don't be feeling that good after all the time. Sometimes if I just keep it in moderation, I cut it, I feel okay. But sometimes it be like, damn, like, I just had like a gang of ice cream, and now I want to lay down and I want to sleep. And like, nobody should be feeling like that in the middle of the day. You see what I'm saying? It's crazy. So another thing that we could be doing is burning a candle and writing down 3 goals. Okay, burn the candle, write down the 3 goals, and speak those goals into existence, okay, through affirmations. And make sure when you're doing your affirmation, make sure you're saying it as though you already have it, you're already living it. You know, I am living in my dream home. I am, you know, healthy. I am working at the job that, you know, pays me the money that I'm worth. I am with my dream partner. Whatever it is, like, make sure you're speaking those affirmations and burning that candle and spending time every day speaking those affirmations into existence. I would do it first thing in the morning when you wake up, and right before you go to bed. Those are their 2 ideal times. But if you have other times throughout the day to do it, or you can only do it 1 time a day, that's fine also. But as long as you're dedicating some time and some energy toward that, okay? So another thing that is really good for you to do during this time, I mean, you could do this anytime, but right now is a very ideal time. I feel like the window of opportunity is open very big right now for you to start this. It would be to do the 3-6-9 method, okay? The 3-6-9 method is so important, okay? So you take an affirmation. You could do 10 of them if you want to, if you got the time, but if you just do 1, that's fine also. Right when you wake up in the morning, you write down that affirmation 3 times, okay? Around noonish, afternoonish, write down that same affirmation again 6 times, okay? And then at nighttime before you go to bed, write down that same affirmation 9 times, okay? So that's 3 times that you're writing down this affirmation. And if you want to really make it potent, if you really want to spice it up and all that, you know what I'm saying, make sure that you're not just writing it down, but you're saying it out loud, and you're saying it with authority. You're saying it from a place of confidence, not like, oh, I have my new dream house. No, I got my new dream house. I got my new dream house. Make sure you're saying it, you're feeling it, you're feeling it and visualizing it, okay? That's how you spice it up a little bit, you know? You gotta do that. You gotta spice things up, you know? So another thing that you can do is take a bath, okay? And when you take a bath, you want to just like soak your body in. You just want to, I mean, this is really good for self-care also, but you want to like soak your body into like, you know, warm water, you know, dress the water with like, you know, some fragrance, you know, essential oil. But make sure that you know what you're doing with your essential oils, because there are some essential oils out there that don't belong in water, and you should not be soaking in it because it's not good for you. So before you utilize any essential oil, make sure that you're reading if it's safe to put it into your bath water, okay? If it's like lavender or something, use safe with some lavender. That will really relax you. Lavender is safe. But there are certain ones out there that you definitely do not want to use if you're pregnant or if you have certain conditions, because it will have a contradiction with your biology or whatever. So make sure whatever you're using as far as essential oils, you do some research first, okay? But you can also put rose petals. You could you know, light a candle. You could you know, put on some soothing music or something, and just take like 20 minutes, 30 minutes, and just like sit there, you feel me, and just like soak that in, literally soak it in, soak in the bathtub, okay? Another thing that you could also put up in there would be like some salt, you know what I'm saying? Like I personally love Himalayan sea salt. You could also use Epsom salt, something like that. It's different salts that you can use for that, but make sure that you are researching everything before you just throw anything up in there, girl, okay? Because you want to, you know what I'm saying, soak your body, but you don't want to be up over here, you know what I'm saying, causing other issues with yourself. Like, this is supposed to be a healing experience, okay? But another thing that you can absolutely do is you know, get a diffuser. A diffuser will be really good with some essential oil, so that way you could just, you know what I'm saying, breathe that in. But if you don't have a bathtub, because some people don't, you could just take whatever it is that you would put in the bathtub, and you would get in the shower, and you would just dump it over your head, okay? You would just dump it right over your head, let it just, you know what I'm saying, cover you. And once you put it in your hair, just let it stay there overnight. Like, don't pour it in and then like wash it out. Like, you know what I'm saying, just tie your hair up or something so that people don't see a little salt all up in your hair and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? That's what I do, at least. So that right there is another good thing. Last but not least, one of my favorite things to do is to make moon water, okay? You want to make some moon water, and you make the moon water by putting it in a jar, like a mason jar, okay? And make sure you use some good water. Don't use no tap water. Make sure that you're using water like spring water, alkaline water. Some people also use like distilled water. that's another option for you. I don't use that. I prefer alkaline water when I do this, okay? Because I might want to drink it one night, who knows. But you would take the water, put the water in a jar, put the water outside in your garden, in your backyard, in your front porch, wherever the moon is gonna hit it, okay? And before the sun come out, take that water and like put it somewhere dark. Keep it somewhere dark. I don't really like the sunlight to hit my moon water until I'm ready to, like, you know, utilize it. But I'll do a separate video on that, and I'm gonna show you guys how I do my method, okay? But yeah, so you want to make some moon water, okay? The moon water can be used to, like, you know, clean your floors, or you know, you can use it in your hair, you can spray it around yourself, you could hold it and set an intention for it. It's different things that you can do with your moon water, okay? Like, I mop my floors and I spray the moon water on the floor, and I'll, you know, incorporate that right there in like my mopping method, just so that way I could just, you know, bring blessings into my home. And then I you know, also like to use my moon water if I'm feeling like a certain type of way. If I feel like dehydrated or something, I will, you know, speak to the water. Like, that's another thing, you gotta speak to the water, because the water is alive, it's living, like, it loves you. Tell the water what you need, tell the water what you're seeking from it, and drink it, okay? Because the water is gonna listen to you, trust me. I know the water. Me and the water are friends, okay? So those are all the things that you could be doing. Well, not all the things, a lot of the things that you could be doing during this time period of the new moon solar eclipse in Aries, okay? And I want you guys to stay tuned, because I'm about to be dropping another video talking about the lunar eclipse, okay? The lunar eclipse that is going to be happening in Scorpio, okay? So make sure you guys stay tuned. Make sure you guys subscribe to my channel, like this video, share this video, comment on this video. Let me know what you guys like about you know, this video. If you guys want me to talk about more of a certain subject, make sure you guys let me know, and I will listen. I will put out a video or whatever it is that you guys need clarity on, okay? But before I go, look, okay, this will be available in the 7 Wonders shop, okay? You like see that? The focus is off, okay? Wonder spray, okay? Wonder spray. This spray, I've been using this spray right here for maybe like 3 years, right? 3 or 4 years, something like that. I've been making it myself here in my house. I put crystals in it. I put you know, herbs in it. I put, you know, essential oils in it, and I use it for different purposes. I have like 100 of them, right? There are different sprays that I can make for you, especially for you. All you gotta do is just tell me what you need to spray for, what mood you've been feeling, what mood do you want to invoke into your life, what outcomes do you want to bring to yourself, and there's a spray that I can make especially for you, and those right there will be available in the Wonder shop, okay, the 7 Wonders shop, May 1st, okay? So May 1st they will be available, but I will have a pre-sale going the week prior, okay? So if you want to pre-order for a cheaper price, I got you, okay? I got you. So yes, that is my video for today. Much love and light to you all. I love you all so much. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being here. Watch this video. Much love, okay? Peace.